Mr. Haywood.
I didn't receive that information. I did look it over recently because I was able to search for it and find it. And there is nothing on there. There are no facts because those are memories. There are no conclusions of law because there is no law on there. This is all administrative law, private law from a privately owned corporation of which I have no contract with. And just to say that I have jurisdiction doesn't actually grant jurisdiction. And there's no evidence that any jurisdiction exists other than saying jurisdiction exists.
Okay, so I'm going to clarify that. I've already found the court does have jurisdiction. Court's jurisdiction involves addressing two separate sources of jurisdiction. First, the analysis of jurisdiction starts with the Washington Constitution, because the legislature cannot restrict the court's jurisdiction where the Constitution specifically grants jurisdiction to the court. Second, after examining the Constitution, legislation and court rules must be examined because the legislature and court can prescribe prerequisites to a court's exercise a constitutionally derived jurisdiction. Washington judicial branch is created by the Constitution under Article 4, Section 1. All judicial power is vested only in the courts created by the Washington Constitution. The Constitution reads in part, judicial power where vested, the judicial power of the state shall be vested in the Supreme Court, superior courts, justices of the peace, and such inferior courts as the legislature may provide. Constitution Article 4, Section 10 created justice of the peace courts, which are now named district courts. This constitutional provision provides that the legislature, quote, shall prescribe by laws the powers, duties, and jurisdictions of district courts. The court's jurisdiction is comprised of two components: jurisdiction over the person and jurisdiction over the subject matter. Washington district courts have constitutional jurisdiction concurrent with superior courts over all misdemeanor and gross misdemeanors committed by adult offenders in the district court's respective county. I find Mr. Haywood is an adult. The crime is alleged to have occurred in Kitsap County, Washington. The court has jurisdiction over the person.
Objection. That is
Communication is charged. This is a charge of this is a gross misdemeanor, and the court has jurisdiction over the subject matter. So for those two reasons, I find this court does have jurisdiction under those two prongs to proceed in this case.
Yeah, I review my challenge to jurisdiction because that's all based on the presumption that I'm a person, which is defined as a corporation, which I am not, and there is no evidence to support.
Objection duly noted. We're going to proceed now.
Thank you.
Overruled.
Let the record reflect for that for appeals matter.